African American women or Black women, they have less of a support system. Not all, but some of them just kind of give up. I feel are easier for our women of color to, I just want to say the word give up. Sometimes you wonder, where's the struggle? Did y'all just give up? Where's the struggle? Is it easier to say, hey, I'll accept, things, instead of going out there and having to struggle and having to, try to make a better life for yourself or for your kids? Is it easier that way? That's just the questions that I have. It's something that's instilled in us, or instilled in the people of color, that this is what we have, this is what we're gonna get. Instead of reaching for the stars, this is all we got. Be put in a bracket to where our children are running wild, or we get lower paying jobs, we don't really have health insurance, we can't really get great prenatal care. This is the United States. I don't understand how our society is so closed and closed-minded, and we're in the United States. Why are we not pushing ourselves? And that's the frustration that I have for our community, especially with, the Black moms, African American moms, whoever, however they want to be labeled. It's kind of frustrating. Why are we not progressing? It's almost like we're reverting ourselves back into slavery. We just put ourselves in a setting, we're okay with it. I'm not okay with it, so I don't understand why so many of our people of color are okay with it. So I just think, as our community, we have to get it together. That's all. We have to get it together. From my own personal experience, where it was hard for me and I had to struggle, but you have to have that willpower. When you say that some of the women they don't have enough empowerment, or they don't have that strive, once they become pregnant, or once they find out that they can't work, or, it's almost like they settle. So they either have more kids, or they, get lower jobs, or they just, kind of fall off of society, because I think that they don't have enough, that support system. They don't really have a lot of support system out there. It could be from their parents or their mother, where their mother is young as well. She had them young. So she, can only tell from her experience, but sometimes it's not I'm not saying the right experience, but, they're just falling into a pattern. And working here at the birthplace, or working here with, the midwives and the other women in the community, I've learned that I can relate to them, because I've come from, like I said, having kids young, having to get education, having to find jobs. They feel that they're able to tell me, because I've been there before. I can only tell them that you will come out of it. It will get better. You just have to have that willpower to get better. My kids are older now. I'm able to let them know, they see what I'm doing. They see, what their mom does, because it's easy for the system just to take your kids. It's easy for you to just, give up, and you can't give up. And that's what's going on in our society. And the younger that they get, the less knowledge they have of, the outcome of a healthy baby, or what can you do for a healthy baby. Keeping your appointments, that's the best thing, is to keep an appointment. Just keep your appointments. And us as a healthcare provider, we have to instill on them. It may seem like we're nagging to them, but I feel like a big sister. Please come to your appointments. Are you okay? Are you eating? Are you drinking? Do you have these things at home? I'm not trying to judge you. I'm not trying to say anything, but I care about you. I care for each and every one of them that come through here, because I know how it was, and I know how it can be, and I know how easy it is to fall into the system. When they come in their first trimester, they are uncertain, especially like first-time moms or even second-time moms where their kids are still young. They come in and you can see the doubt on their face. You can see the sadness. You can see that question that they have of what if, what if. They look helpless. They look like, they don't have that power to continue. And I've had to tell them that I felt that at one point, but you have to persevere. You have to move on from it. I know that you'll feel sad, and I know that you'll wonder what's going to happen. You have all those questions of what if I don't get this money, or what if I don't get the right job, or what if I can't take care of this child, or what if. And you'll always have that what if, but there's always, like I say, a better outcome. You'll always have that sadness. You'll always have that doubt. But if you take that doubt and you move it to something positive, you'll have what's better. When they come and they're crying or they're upset or they're having a breakdown in the room, let it get out. It's gonna come out. But there's always a rainbow. No matter how helpless you feel and how hopeless and powerless you feel, you can never let your children see that, especially when they're young. So I always tell the moms, especially when they come here and they're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's always a way, and there's always someone. I found Jenny, and I'm here now, 9 years later. It empowered me. I can see it with a lot of women. And leaving here, the birth center, after they have their baby, it's like a whole nother person. When they come back, they bring pictures, and they come back for their appointments, or they come just to show their baby. It's a whole nother person from when in the beginning.
So now that I am clear after all these years, it has come together for me. My American dream is that I am going to continue that work. I'm going to share that work and have other people join me in that work, because I know that small amounts of effort and energy build a momentum, build a movement, and that's how we will get change. Women sharing with other women, empowering other women, supporting other women, educating other women and themselves at the same time. Together, both of those things can help bring the change to American women's health, and particularly Black women's health, because it works. I've seen it work, and so my dream is that we move this forward, we continue, we build it, and we provide the tools for women to help each other and to help themselves. That's my American dream.